Hello YouTube, welcome back to another YouTube video where we read the Bible, 1 Kings chapter 9. The Lord appears to Solomon. When Solomon had finished building the temple of the Lord in the royal palace and delivered all he desired to do, the Lord appeared to him a second time, and he appeared to him in Gibeon. The Lord said to him, I have heard the prayer and pleas you made before me. I have consecrated this temple which you have built by putting my name where forever my eyes and my heart will always be there. As for you, if you walk before me faithfully, you would turn with integrity of heart and uprightness as David your father did, and do as I command and serve my decrees and laws, I will establish your royal throne over Israel forever. And I promised David your father when I said, you shall never fail to have a successor of the throne of Israel. But if you do, or your descendants turn away from me and do not observe the commands of the grace I have given you, go off to serve other gods and worship them, then I will cut off Israel from the land I have given them with reject this temple I have considered consecrated for my name. Israel will become a byword and an object of ridicule among my people. This temple will also heap of rubble. All who pass will be applied, and all will say, why has the Lord done such a thing for this land and this temple? People will enter, because they have forsaken the Lord their God, who brought their ancestors out of Egypt, and have embraced other gods, and worshipping and serving what the Lord brought in disaster to them. Solomon's other activities. At the end of the 20 years during which Solomon built these two buildings, the temple of the Lord and the royal palace, King Solomon gave 20 towns in Galilee of Huron, king of Tyre, because Hiram was supplied with him all the cedar and juniper and gold he wanted. But when Hiram went from Tyre to see the towns which Solomon had given him, he was not pleased with them. But what kind of towns are these have given my brother? He asked, and he called the king of Kabul, which gave him the name, it gave it to this day. Now Hiram has sent me to the king 120 talents of gold. Here is the account for forced labor King Solomon contrived to build the Lord's temple, his own palace, his temple, the wall of Jerusalem, and the Habar, Medigo, and Gezer. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, had attacked and captured Gezer and went to set fire. He killed to the Canaanite inhabitants and gave first a wedding gift to his daughter, Solomon's wife, and to rebuild Gezer. He built up a Lober, Horon, and Ba and Tabor in the desert within his lands, as well as store cities of the towns to decorate for his horses. Whatever he desired to build in Jerusalem and Lebanon, and brought it to the territory he ruled. There were still people left from the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. These people were not Israelites. Solomon conscripted the descendants of all these people remaining in the land, for the Israelites could not exterminate to serve the slave labor. But as to this day, Solomon did not make slaves of any Israelites. They were fighting men. It was government officials and those officers, captains, and the commanders of his chariots and charioteers. They were also the chief official in charge of Solomon's projects, 500 official supervisors who did the work. After Pharaoh's daughter had come up from the city of David to the palace of Solomon had built over, he constructed the terraces. 3 times a year Solomon constructed burnt offerings of fellowship offerings to the altar for the Lord. Burnings exist before the Lord within them, so that filled with the temple and belonging. King Solomon also built ships at Ezon Geber. It's also near Ethiopia and Edom, the shore of the Red Sea. And Hiram sent his men, sailors who knew the sea, to serve the fleet with Solomon's men. They sailed over and brought back the 40 talents of gold, which they delivered to King Solomon. See y'all tomorrow.